today is where people from the 3 villages are coming in and going round different tables, filling in what they think the 3 villages need.
We're looking at reviewing our plan, and we're looking at next year's plan.
Well, it's been advertised with posters, Facebook, in the local paper, in village magazines, and emails to all the groups who've had grants over the last year.
PTA have made all the cakes, so all the children have brought the cakes and brought their parents, and lots of school children have done our afternoon tea competition, and so have come along to see if they've won.
This is our actual AGM, right? This is what we said we would do to engage with the community, to bring the community in to talk to us.
We're asking people what they think of where the funding's gone so far and what they would like to see in the future. We've got about 8 years left of the programme, or possibly longer, so we're asking what people want to see.
We're coming to the end of 2 years worth of good hard work, and we're coming up to kind of plan for the next 3 years. So it's quite an important meeting. So it's to look back at what we've done and help us think about what might be next for the next few years. So the 4 themes that us as a board have thought about is the environment, people, well-being, and partnership and communication. They're the kind of 4 ways that we organise your work. So the first part of the session is just to look back a bit on what we've done, right?
It's looking at what we've done in the first couple of years, and as Tim says, it's very much foundations and just sort of seeing where we are. 10 years is a long time.
What we've done is have £100,000 a year, split it equally between a few themes, and kind of spend it that way, which has made a bit of sense to start with. So what we want is a bit of help thinking about some ideas around that. So if you were going to do something big, I'm not saying with £1 million because I haven't got £1 million left, but if there was something big that you thought would really make a difference, what would you do?
It's been very exciting and challenging to be involved in this opportunity that's been offered to the residents of Revo by the lottery. And the thing is that the big local approach is different to other things that we've had in the area. And the reason being for that is that it's resident-led.
Trying to get more people to volunteer to help us with what they want.
If you've got an idea, if you just want to come on board and help in a small way.
The revolution is going to help the young people in the area. There are lots of activities for children like me, but not much for teenagers or young adults.
Over the last 2 years, we've been fortunate enough to not only consult with residents, but also local and national organisations, such as Fulfilling Lives, Horizon, Blackpool Coastal Housing and Adelaide Street Surgery. During this time, there were 3 main areas that constantly got brought up. They surrounded addiction, mental health and better lifestyle choices for everybody. Due to these 3 areas, we've proposed projects around them in the plan. If you'd like to discuss these things further, I'll be sat over here where you can come and give me some Post-it notes to stick about.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming and your input, and I hope that it's not just that you've come here today. I hope you'll go away, think about it, and continue to support us and join us so that we can develop and grow from here. This is, as I said, although we've been going 3 years, this is really just the beginning.
The first thing we need to think about is what have we actually achieved. We did a plan review last year, or whenever it was, April I think, around about then. So I've gone through here what we've done in addition. The main thing I guess we've been doing is developing a new youth club with support from locality, which is Cambridgeshire County Council and the Town Council. Grants programme that we originally envisaged is complete.
So you did do that in full?
One of the issues to discuss is whether we want to do a grants programme again.
Yeah. Next one down is the community garden.
Well, that sort of fell by the wayside.
A lot of people saying nothing will ever change, we've been asked in the past.
Just spent it all already.
Yeah.
What difference has Bosch made to you and your family this summer?
Yeah.
And people have said, my child's not been on the computer all the time, they're not on the telly, they're actually running around.
This is where I thought maybe you could use your Post-its. So there's a tree, with each of the 4 big local outcomes, increasing skills and confidence. We've got about the spring events and the training courses.
The plan that we have, I think, I'm just speaking for myself now, probably needs tweaking with extra things perhaps added and perhaps taken away. Not a vast overhaul. Yeah, I don't think we do need to start over again.
No.
Right behind me now is where we used to have a college, a fully functioning college with a lot of community space, and community groups were based there. Unfortunately, because of the age and the state of the building, it was no longer economically viable, and as such it has now been demolished. It was deemed by the residents that what they'd like to see is an improved retail offer. We've been working very hard to try and attract a supermarket to come to the area. Behind me, we're hoping to see around about 90 energy efficient homes being built for the open markets. Residents were keen to see more housing, but not particularly more social housing, as we've got an abundance of social housing at the moment. And we're hoping to try and change the demographic of the area just slightly, to bring in more money into the area, more skills and knowledge. Just over that site, we're hoping to deliver a healthy living centre, or a healthy living hub and community hub, which hopefully will go some ways to replace some of the services and some of the provisions that we've lost following the demise of the college.
A slide was over there, and I can remember the swings were near the top, and it was all just like, it was a really big space, but it just all wasn't used.
I used to play up here as a child when I was like 13, 14, and that park's always been like that.
And the biggest thing what people wanted was a play park. Their thing was that it was too far to go to another play park from here and have the kids looked after safely. And for 2 years, right, we lived, slept, breathed. Everybody loved the idea of having a park here.
The park's really good. It's brought the community together.
It's just really good how they've changed it this much and put loads of different and new things in it.
Local people said it's going to look good. So the kids designed it. This is what they see as a Wizard of Oz, and they did it.
The opportunities are there with the 3 parish big local, and it's up to the community to make sure that they use it.
It's good really, and it will be once it starts going. It's just getting everybody to work together.